First thing you need to do when you're done designing all of your food truck elements is to cut them out of the bigger papers. Now, make sure you cut around the glue tabs. This one with your windshield and your grill are a little bit tricky. Make sure you don't cut along those extra lines. Those are actually fold lines, so you got to cut around the big rectangle instead. Now, mine is just a plain white just to show you how to put it together. But again, yours needs to be done being decorated, done colored, everything before you put it together, because it's really hard to draw on something 3D. It's a lot easier when it's flat. So I drew some basic things just so you know, we know what's what and what goes where. But other than that, mine is just plain. So next thing you need to do after you cut yours out is to fold along a bunch of lines. So find your windshield and grill piece, and you need to fold along this initial fold line that's in between the windshield and the hood. Carefully. As accurately as you can. It's just gonna be better. And this is basically a shape I want. So you can see it kind of looks like a chair, but this will go onto the front of my food truck. So that's all folded. Next thing you need to do is fold all of the glue tabs. Now, once you've got all your glue tabs folded back and the hood, windshield, and grill piece folded, you're ready to put this together. So next thing you need to put this together is a bottle of white glue. The key thing to remember with this project is less is more. So if we go overboard on the glue, it just is going to take longer to dry. So you may think, oh, it's not sticking, I need to add glue, when really it probably just needs to dry. So just do a little bit of glue, just enough to hold it. You could always tweak things the next day if things come undone. So the first piece we're going to attach is the windshield piece to one of your sides, and we're just going to go one section at a time. So starting with the top one, I'm just going to put a strip of glue down, and then I'm going to kind of spread it around with the top of the glue bottle so it's nice and thin, because that's going to be what dries well. And then I'm going to press this down as lined up as I can get it, and then just hold it for a few seconds so that I can have a grab. And notice I'm gluing on the inside. I don't want glue on the outside. I don't want those ugly glue tabs on the outside. I want my design on the outside. Okay, and once that is holding okay, it won't be super sturdy, but as long as it holds, then you can do the same thing to the next strip. This will take patience, but once you get it, then you see your truck is forming. And we can just do the same thing on the other side. It'll be a little bit trickier now that it's coming together. So I'm gonna just hold this piece, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply the glue to all 3 glue tabs. So I'm making sure the glue touches up against that line. And I hold it, and it'll come together. So just patience is really what you need, and it'll work out just fine. Just like that. Okay, now this is enough that I can do the roof next. So this is gonna be kind of tricky. You're gonna have to reach from the bottom of your food truck. Now I'm gonna apply glue to the long side first. That attaches here. When it feels pretty stable, like the glue's gonna hold that side enough, then I can go ahead and apply glue to the next tab. It's gonna be a little tricky from the angle, but just do the best you can. Once that holds enough, then move on to the last little glue strip. All right, last piece to apply is your back end. I'll make sure you do it the correct way. I just kind of sketched something out so you could kind of see brake lights would be at the bottom, not at the top, unless you have like that brake light strip at the top. So I'm gonna just turn this vertically like this. I'm gonna put glue on each side, and then I'm gonna just drop this down and kind of press each glue tab in place. All right, at this point, your truck should be stable, but it won't be super strong yet, so just be careful. The next step is to attach the wheels. So if you are just applying the wheels on top, you just need a little bit of glue in the center and just attach them. Now, the wheels will be super unstable and they'll move around, so you do need to leave your food truck on the side for a little bit until these dry, because the weight of the food truck would push your wheels up and kind of ruin them. So make sure your food truck does not stand on these wheels until they've been dried.